What's up? Book two is better. This is Hassan Piker. We accidentally just started a live stream. Hope
One
that
of the
didn't
most
go.
terrifying moments in my life was when I accidentally started an Instagram live and I didn't I couldn't figure out what I was doing. And then two people popped in to the, I
Yo,
guess,
Travis,
live.
what you
Yeah.
doing?
I was like,
What's
what
your
the
order?
fuck? How do I turn this off?
The classic pro athlete streaming while driving.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dangerous stuff.
We got to get these people off social media.
Don't stream and drive.
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah. My brother's girlfriend, who has listened to one episode of this show,
Shout out.
she's like works in marketing or whatever, and one of her big clients is Milk.
Big
Yeah.
Milk or
Big Milk, the Milk
Harvey
lobby.
Milk.
No, not Harvey Milk. No, Big Dairy Milk. And they sponsored an event called Streamer U.
I've heard of
hosted
this.
Well, she was there with Kai Cenat and
Really?
a bunch of broccoli-headed children running around doing
Wow.
flash mobs and shit.
Yeah, the only reason I'd heard of it, there's a streamer I do like called Ludwig, who I think runs in some of the same LA circles as like Yoni's people. But he's more of like our speed of guy, like mid-30s.
Northern Lion?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And he was giving, I kept seeing clips of him giving like legitimate good classroom lectures on how to be a streamer. And he kept, he like failed everyone who didn't do the homework. It was entertaining.
It's weird to set this up. Man, listeners are not going to give a shit about this. Kai Cenat, who's a streamer, set up this like academy to teach people how to become better streamers, but it's very selective. They took like 100 people, and all of the people who got selected are kind of successful in their own right. But one of the classes they had was taught by T-Pain about music. It's like, I don't think he's going to get you over the hump in a week.
You never know.
You never know. But at the same time, I think they should just focus on what they know how to do and not try to learn how to make music from T-Pain in 1 week.
Sometimes all you need is a little auto-tune.
Epic rap battles of history. Is that the most millennial thing
It's up
that's ever
there.
been put out?
It's real like turn of the century humor.
I wonder if that's where the idea for Hamilton came from.
Well, you know, he was in some college humor sketches.
Lynn?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. I feel like he's beneath them.
No.
the most successful Broadway musical of our generation. A little below college humor, in my
A
opinion.
little lowbrow, just like our show.
Okay. Do you want to do my bit, or do you want
Yeah.
to talk about Pal World?
I don't care about Pal World. I don't care
Okay.
that you broke your elbow, Avery.
I'm going to say it. Okay. Well, we're going to skip Pal World. My
Really? You're just going to
animal
back down
slavery
that
sim.
easily?
Huh?
You're going to back down that easily? You're not going to fight
You
me
said
on
you
this?
didn't care about it.
It doesn't mean I've not cared about so many of your hobbies, and you still tell me in intricate detail about all
Wow.
of
Okay.
them.
The fucking truth comes out. This guy doesn't want to hear about fish all the time. What a bitch.
I forgot to tell
okay.
you, I ran into a goose head at the bar last week. I was
I'm wearing
wearing
a goose shirt.
Yeah, I was wearing my goose shirt. I'm not wearing mine. I don't know why I showed you my
Wow.
shirt. I'm wearing a shirt from Key West, which is a strange place. But I walked into a friend's going away party, and he was like, "Goose? You like goose?" And
Not in the way that you think I do.
I was like, "Yes, but..."
Asterisk.
I was like, "But calm yourself." And he did not calm himself. He spent 30 minutes talking my ear off about jam bands until I kind of had to uncomfortably walk away.
That sort of is. It's sweet and sad because clearly he has no friends who share this hobby.
His wife does, and they go as a couple. They're actually like such nice people. And I do, to be clear, I very much enjoyed the first 30 minutes of our conversation, but then I ran out of anything I could possibly say about a jam band.
There's a limit. There's a limit. I was
Just from lack of
discussing
exposure.
with my wife, the archetype of the jam wife, reluctantly dragged to a show,
Yeah.
or who knows a whole lot about the band but hates them, which is Gaffy's exact boat. She was at a conference and she's like a young woman in science. But most people in science are 55-year-old men, which is the exact fish demographic. And she was like moderating a panel, and they needed to, I don't know, they needed to do some icebreakers. Like, I don't know, talk about your favorite band or whatever. And apparently everyone's like, fish. And then she shocked them, being like, I know far more about this band than you might suspect.
That's incredible.
Stuff. I'm helping her build connections in science.
Good. It was great for her networking. Does that mean Jorge is your fish wife?
Ooh, salt wife? Yeah, a little bit. I think he fills the same role.
Yeah.
Man who's seen 6 shows and hates the band.
Loves a good time with the homies.
Okay, so we did jam. So I'm going to skip Pal World and let's go to our bit. This is in honor of Ryan Cahill, because as we established, the art of war somehow survived the death of Earth and it exists in this book.
By what is it? Suman Tsuru or
Suman
something?
Zuno or
Also, Cahill, this confirms a theory that I've been working on, which is Cahill only read 3 books before he started this series. Just Wheel of Time, Lord of the Rings, and The Art of War. And he said, that's good. I'm good with this.
And we'll get into this later, but like there are a bunch of scenes with Rist where he's quoting The Art of War to Garamond. And we both did the Google. We're like, is this from our Art of War? Yes, confirmed. If you're wondering, pretty much direct quotes from, well, how direct can it be? It's all translated, but same ideas. Okay, so I think this is a pretty classic bit for us at this point. I've pulled 3 real quotes from the Art of War, and I made up 3 quotes from my own Art of War. And we're gonna get Travis to guess which one is Wix. 6 in total. 3 of each.
What's the name of your Art of War?
The Science of War.
Okay. What?
The Science of Peace.
Tiger the Artist, Tiger the Engineer.
There we go. Okay. Let's see, where do I want to start? Okay. Let's do this one. Never do by day that which you could do by night.
Fake.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
No, you're right. It was fake.
I was like, it's too much of a fun party mantra. Like that should be the motto of Ibiza. Okay.
All right. Next up, ponder and deliberate before you make a move.
Yeah, that feels Art of War-y. That feels
ponder
real.
And deliberate before you make a move.
Ah, no, he would probably say act with like purpose and immediacy. Seize the opportunity.
Act as the fox lying in the bush. Yeah.
No, I'm going with my gut. Real.
Correct. It's real.
Yes.
Damn. I'm kind of bummed about what we got.
I'm just really good at this.
Yeah. Okay. Next up. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire and be still as the mountain.
Yeah. That's our boy Sun.
You think that's Sun Tzu and not Avery Blank?
Yeah, it's either Muhammad Ali or Sun Tzu. I don't know.
No, it's actually Kesha. Okay.
Is it really?
Yeah. No, you're shit hot. It's real. That was Sun Tzu. Yeah.
I mean, Kesha knows what's up.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Next up, give so that you might take. Take so that you might not be taken from.
Ooh. Taken 3. Fake.
Well done.
Yeah. Okay. Either I'm really good. I think you might be bad at these. I'm throwing it out there. Because Cahill got it.
Wait, Cahill got what?
Well, no, we did stump Cahill pretty well.
I tricked Cahill very well. The only time he got it right was when he did the numbers game. It was like, okay. Well,
I think my fake anime titles were more successful to you.
They were good. This is the first time I've done badly here. Okay.
I got 1 and 1 left.
Okay, so the next up, we got 2 left. 1 real, 1 fake. I'm going to read them both to avoid the process of elimination issue. Okay, so quote number 1. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Next. Bamboo sways in the wind but does not break. Be not as the oak which cracks in a storm. Holds your plans in a loose hand.
First, real. Second, fake.
I don't like this game. I worked hard on this.
I think part of this might be, I have actually read the stupid book like 10 years ago, but
I truly believe mine were indistinguishable from the Art of War.
I think because I've read your novel like 3 times, I think I know your writing style.
I didn't use my own writing style.
You wrote it.
Believe it. Yeah, my entire book is written in the style of Sun Tzu. I can't believe that.
I'm just
Never do
saying.
by day that which you could do by night.
That's
Come
the
on.
club. That's the motto of the hottest nightclub in Miami.
Live?
Yeah.
Is it?
No, but it could be.
Oh.
And it should be.
I was thinking about sneaking into tents, burning people, and turning into a wolf.
No, Sun Tzu's about honor.
He is. Yeah. He's a weird one about you got to give your enemy an escape path.
Yes, you don't. So they take
Is that
it
to minimize the bloodshed? Or is it to maximize the bloodshed?
I think it's to minimize the bloodshed on both sides. Again,
Oh,
because the best battle is one that is easily avoided.
That's the famous one. Do you think we can get Sun on the show?
Yeah, I think we could do Sun and then we can do Homer for our Odyssey.
Yeah. Oh, announcement time?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it?
We're
I just
doing
embarrassed myself.
another book and a movie. This time, even more culturally relevant.
This time, poem in a movie.
Yes. The Odyssey. Dun, dun, dun.
By John Homer.
Mr. Homer himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're reading the book. We're going to watch the movie. That's going to be great.
I don't know if are we going to do that? It'll either be, we're doing it before book 4, right?
Yeah, we'll put it out after book
Check
3.
while the iron's hot. Okay,
After,
perfect. So one more episode of this, then the Odyssey, then back to our bullshit.
Hell yeah, brother.
We're not leaving Cahill hanging. How could we?
I also want to watch the Ralph Fiennes Odyssey movie. I don't know if you've seen that one. It came out 2 years ago. It's supposed to be very good.
It's not like the Dune with David Bowie in it?
No, it's all about
wait, it had Sting in it. Dark Crystal's David Bowie. Okay, whatever.
But it's a brooding Ralph in the island after he returns, stalking down his suitor prey.
Yeah. Just letting you know, that episode's going to be mostly about the culture war, about casting, and will be very little about the poem. So
yeah, mine's going to be about the erosion of the American moral spirit.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we did do that with the Project Hail Mary. Okay. I think we need to recenter.
Donkeyballs.
Donkeyballs. Should I hit the summary, Mr. Donkeyballs? Okay. Feeling a little giggly. Here we go.
Sorry. We're doing chapters 36 to 63. Really big chunk of the book. We went for it.
We're now at 75%, which is very tidy. And actually, it was a great wrapping up point. I'm very proud of us.
Good job.
Okay, here we go. Summary of chapters 36 through 63 of War and Ruin by Ryan Cahill. Kaelen dragged his company through hell to reach the shores of Italy and rescue Rist, but turns out the Italians are freshed out of Rist stock, so they'll have to settle for Rist's half-dead parents and town bully Fritz. Mission accomplished. The clown car pulls up and the Knights of Acheron pile out with their giant shoes and squeaky noses. They say they're here to protect Kaelen, and Kaelen says some shit like, "I'm not a puppet, I don't have strings in my hands." And my goodness, is that something we hear a lot in this section. The group then turns around and heads back into the burned lands. In what I can only describe as an act of artistic kindness, Cahill spares us a description of the back section of their out-and-back hike, and they eventually meet up with Aeson, the puppet master-in-chief, Dan, and their retinue of freaks and weirdos. Calen and Aeson pay a visit to the elves in the Darkwood, where Aeson listens to his own biography as narrated by an elf, and they plan for the coming revolution. Calen is introduced to the Depressed Avengers, a bunch of Rakina who are maybe interested in aiding the revolution and are definitely in no state to do so. Finally, Theron stops edging us and gives us the story of the Chainbreaker, a.k.a. Calen's dad, a.k.a. a guy who definitely should have told his kids a little bit about his past. He dueled the finest warriors in the land, freed a wolf god, and most importantly, became a pretty competent blacksmith in a small town. What a hunk! Oh, and Dan continues to hone his skills in whittling donkeyballs. Back in magic school, Rist learns that his reward for passing the trial of faith is an internship with the Lorien army. Fun. What was supposed to be a routine skirmish with a mysterious elven force turns into a goddamn bloodbath when 6 elven dragons drop in off the top rope. Among the casualties are like 10,000 Lorien soldiers, a member of the Dragon Guard, and Nira's right boob, if I'm reading this correctly, which I'm probably not. Elsewhere, Ella Shakira Breyer learns that there is a she-wolf in her closet. That wasn't supposed to sound dirty, and she does not want to let it out so it can breathe. But a wolf and a wolf, and now she's a throat-ripping murder machine. Ella, Tanner, Farwin, and co. have formed a guerrilla sabotage militia, and they're hot on the tail of the Lorien army, burning tents and sowing general chaos. All the killing is going great until Ella runs into a mage and an elf who I'm 90% sure is Eltuar. On the brink of death, Ella snaps and unlocks a new druid ability, piloting an owl. Unfortunately, a single owl is not enough to kill an Imperial battle mage, and Ella is captured. Lucky for her, our favorite coin-flipping friend-zoned freak is in the camp, and he breaks her out of prison, but not before she goes dog mode on that no-good traitor Rist, who is also trying to set her free. Finally, Eltuar and his big dump truck of a dragon are involved in the fight, and we're getting some signs that after 400 short years, our little dragon-riding idiot is thinking about trying to right his wrongs, which, as a reminder, include murdering all of his friends on behalf of the god of blood and pain. The end.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, sir. Yeah, there's a lot of confluences of characters and events in this one.
The Convergence.
Indeed.
The Blood Moon. This is this book's Blood Moon.
The taint grows.
We are in the taint.
And never been better.
Yeah.
Well,
What'd you think about this section?
I thought it was really
fun.
fun.
4. Yeah.
It was really fun. It was a lot more fun than part 1 and 2, in my opinion. It started hot with the infiltration of, what do you call them? The torture
Kaelen?
boys. The Inquisition. the Spanish Inquisition.
The Spanish Inquisition. Yeah.
And it kept pretty hot. There were some parts I didn't love as much, like the Sun Tzu section and some of the Elven happenings towards the end, but overall the pacing was a lot more fun.
Yeah. I felt some lulls, but like in looking back on it, definitely the highs are what are sticking out. Like, yeah, there were times in this section where I wasn't super psyched to pick up the book, but at the same time, I felt like every time that happened, 2 chapters later, something great would happen. So
yeah,
the highs are very
was rewarded.
Yeah, and
oh boy,
nothing better in a big fantasy series than having your separated characters come back together.
Oh, the edging,
it's the best,
God,
man. It's the best.
I also didn't think we would get the Ballad of the Chainbreaker in its full rendition in this book.
I know.
Because they teased us with Belina.
And it was like a more straight telling of it. I felt like when we got the story of the fall, it was more like mythic and it left more to the imagination for the novella. I feel like we got a pretty detailed account of what his dad did.
I had to do a check. I'm like, was that the novella? Like, are we good?
It's a 5-page novella. Yeah.
He's just ribbing. He's getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah, his dad's a fucking badass, man. What can you do?
Cool guy.
A real cool guy. A scary guy.
Well, with a heart of gold.
With a heart of gold. Yeah, just don't get on his bad side. Honestly, what jumped out was the whole capture to god, wolf god, them being kind of on Earth.
Yes.
How many gods have we seen that we didn't know were gods? Was that goat on the crate? Goat on the crate? Goat god?
We called it. The goat?
Yes. We knew.
You know what else? The unicorn.
Unicorn.
The unicorn spotted in the wood. Cahill said it was going to come back.
It's got to come back. We know it's gonna. Yeah. I think that will be really fun. Man, if I ever do a reread of this series, I feel like that's the sort of thing that's just going to be like amazing on reread.
Yeah, just that one hidden there. That one chapter is like earmarked for me now for the whole series. The lore dump of the Chainbreaker, because there's so much about the gods and human immigration and the Ongans. It's just Also the fact that let's not sleep on the fact that Calen has an entire clan of Ongans on his side.
Yeah,
shape-shifting demigods.
Okay. So in my paperback edition of this book, the book cube, there is an illustration of one of the Angan, which Travis didn't see, but I sent him a photo. Thoughts on the canonical depiction of the Angan.
The wolf.
Or how about this?
Raring to get out when I saw that.
Can you look at that photo and describe it to the listener?
Yes.
Paint a
I
picture.
spy.
Paint a picture in the reader's mind.
I spy with my little eyes a drunk artist's depiction of an alien up top with a elongated forehead, somehow no hair on its head. But then
it's both furry and completely bald.
it looks wet.
Like a wet cat?
Yeah. But strangely enough, the hairiest part of its whole body are its bushy old man eyebrows.
And frankly, it's very large pecs. I wasn't expecting them to be buff. Yeah, this guy's benching.
It's weird because
he's got like a lion's nose.
You know, like one of them's a stag. So I'm thinking like, you know, they describe them as having the, whatever those bowed arms are. But
I truly was picturing like a furry, like a dog with big anime eyes.
Yeah.
This is like a scary half man, half lion. I think the furry man is better imagined than seen.
I'd agree in this case.
Seeing him fills me with fear and disgust.
Because it also has me wondering, is this what Ella is turning into? Like when she's going pure wolf mode, and her like nails are growing out and she's seeing the red mist, is she also spouting wet hair and bushy eyebrows?
That's going to be so tough when we find out Rhett isn't dead and he comes back and finds that his wife is now a furry.
I liked the recurring bit where her nose keeps getting broken in every single fight scene.
Crazy. Okay, we got to save Ella because there's so much. Can we keep doing lore corner / god corner for a little bit?
Lore corner. Yeah, let's do it. So
this is Bassac. I was going to talk about the whole Convergence blood moon thing.
I don't care.
That's what you were thinking.
Reader, if you're this deep into whoa, phrasing.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to the taint.
Don't stop. If you're this deep into the podcast, you don't need us to go in chronological order here. You want to hear about the lore.
Well, we often don't. So I don't know why we're prefacing this. Okay, lore corner. Cue up that song. Bing
lore
bong.
Corner.
Okay, blood moon's okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get organized. Kalenvar has been hearing voices, and we had theorized that they were the voices of the devil. That theory isn't dead, but it's not looking good. It seems like he might have just been hearing from Acheron because he's transported to the ethereal realm where he speaks with a 30-year-old man.
Yeah.
Who's 12 feet tall.
Full of green.
Very green. That's his whole thing.
Yeah. And it's interesting. What did you think the realm was that they were in?
I was kind of wondering if it was the plane of the gods.
It's confusing.
Although it could be another. Go ahead.
I think it's like an intermediate realm, almost like a transitory realm, because he said he'd like really risked it pulling Kalenvar into it, but also that the gods were looking for him there now that they noticed he was there. So either he's hiding and isn't welcome or something in the realm of the gods, or there's like I don't know,
pocket dimension,
holding area. Yeah. Pocket dimension.
Yeah.
That he was using.
I feel like this is super wrong, but I don't know. I was just thinking of that line where they talk about like humans coming to the continent and bringing their gods with them. It's like, I don't know. What if this is the old continent?
That's a good point.
Like if the gods have their eyes fixed on one place. I don't know. It feels like, and they got big birds.
Big birds.
Not probably as plot important as that goat.
Goat's going to be a big deal.
But still notable. Okay. So man, there's so much I want to discuss. One, Convergence is coming. Blood moon.
Yep.
Interesting note. I kind of thought the blood moon would be the whole big shebang here.
No.
This is just the beginning, folks, which makes sense time-wise because it's coming up real soon. But he warns him like blood moon coming. A lot of taint. There's going to be a rift. Fix it. But also monstrous war after that. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Comforting to hear from your god, or not so much?
I don't think his god gave him enough info. He's like, you've seen some creepy creatures. They're going to be way worse. It's like, well, how about let's get specific. Do they have any elemental weaknesses? How many hit points do they have? Yeah.
Yeah. What is
Don't
this?
just say they're going to be
JRPG?
scary things. Like,
The
yeah, I
attack has no
expected that.
effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's got to be a little freaky to hear, hey, those pesky little fades that keep killing all your friends. Yeah, those are just bugs.
Like, cool. So what tools do you do you have to help us kill something worse than a fade? Because those have been killing us pretty consistently.
The curious thing that there were many curious things about this for me, but Acheron mentioned that the other gods were meddling, and it didn't seem like they were meddling in a very positive light. And I don't think it was only Ephialtir.
No. And does that mean the big gods, or could it also mean like the wolf god that we were just talking about?
I would assume it meant his pantheon.
That's what I thought too. I was just,
Yeah.
as we were discussing, was
So
wondering.
what we're thinking about, like Haraya and some of the other. That's the only one I can remember right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's like all fantasy series. At some point, it's going to get weird and cosmic. And
Yeah.
I don't know when that'll feels like book 4.
I'd imagine it. I'm getting you didn't read this far, but I'm getting a lot of John Gwynn flashbacks here about the Convergence.
Okay.
And the two kind of warring god armies coming into the plane of existence all at once.
You know what I think would be awesome? If we get all the other gods, at least not the evil ones, those meddlers, I want them to make something like the Knights of Acheron. Like, we got a big war coming. We're going to bestow some gifts upon people.
Almost like the Knights Radiant.
Exactly like the Knights Radiant. I mean, I know Cahill wouldn't do something that's been done before in another book. So, maybe we can cross that off. Never.
What do you think would be the most fun god? Because it almost feels like we're setting up for an Avengers, like the new Avengers movies where everybody is in it, like the X-Men and the Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff. Because we have all the different pantheons of gods. What would be your ideal god crossover from another fantasy series? Who's dropping
to bring
in?
into this one?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Who's Acheron calling in his Rolodex to come in and join the fight?
Or Hollum from the Black Prism, and then everyone gets to wear cool sunglasses. And then we introduce an incredibly convoluted magic system in the last book.
That would be amazing.
What about you? I was Yahweh. Give me the biblical. Give me the Abrahamic God.
Yeah, I think somebody from the Cosmere would be really fun.
Just Kelsier.
That or Hadrian Marlowe.
I mean, if you want a guy to end a war, give him a call. Okay,
yeah,
we kind of haven't talked about any characters. That's kind of fun. Just open with a real lore corner.
I was going to do the other lore corner about the Chainbreaker.
Which one? Did we already do that?
I guess we did.
Well, it sounds like you have more to say.
Okay, this is the only couple of notes, because we talked about the main stuff. Yeah, you can capture a god, and runes and starglass can hurt them, which felt important.
Starglass, that's very interesting.
Starglass felt like a drop in there. God killing weapons. And then confirmation that Fainir, Ella's wolf, is a blessed wolf cub.
When they said captured a god that was a wolf, that was my first thought. It was like, oh my God, Ella's got a pet god. But it doesn't seem that way. But it is a magical wolf.
Yeah, maybe the kid of the god or something like that.
Yeah. Also, Fainir's now the size of a horse. Wait, we need to get a warhorse check. I feel like that's our unit of measurement is like everything as compared to a warhorse.
Because the what are they? The Blackthorns?
Dude, there was a reference to it in one of the last chapters I read.
Yeah. They're the big Lorien warhorse riders.
Oh, they were in the Chainbreaker segment.
Yeah.
Big chunkers.
Also, some of the names in there were awesome. Like
Johnny Longtooth.
Yeah. And then Race Gearin.
Buff Big Chest.
Throng.
That should have been there. He also arm wrestled Erdhard Hammersmith and lost, but it was
Where
close.
is he? Bring it back. Man.
I meant to bring that up. Why is the best character in the series not in this fucking book?
If you're going to pick up 40 stragglers from Barona and they're not Erdhard Hammersmith.
Yeah, just throw him in. I don't care how little sense it makes. Have Erdhard Hammersmith join someone. Get him on a wyvern. What do I care?
Yeah.
He's going to ride 2 wyvern like a,
Like a chariot.
like a chariot because he's too big.
I had a chariot.
Okay. This is not a good episode thus far, but I'm in keeping with what we're doing. I have a theory for you.
Yeah.
Remind me to talk about the theories we texted about because I think
you did have a good theory.
This one's a little more goofy, but I think it could be right. Okay, as established, Feanir's now at least the size of a warhorse. When there's a druid, the animals get bigger.
Yeah.
Why can men not ride wyverns? Men are too chunky.
But
we get a druid involved, wyverns increase in size, Dane gets to ride a wyvern, fulfilling a childhood dream. It's like the never-ending story.
Honestly, I can see it happen because in Ella's little segment of seeing the animals of the universe, she can poke the dragons. So she could definitely poke the wyvern.
Why not? Ping them. Cacao. Yeah. Okay, that's Theory Corner, which we will revisit during Ella's segment. Should we do character stuff?
Yeah.
What 30 minutes in? Do you want to do another draft?
Yeah, let's do another draft.
I liked that. You can start.
Okay. Farda.
He's the best character in this series.
Finally, I missed him for so long.
He's the best. I was thinking about Farda. I was like, what a wonderful guy Cahill's made. He's so interesting.
He's such it's a simple premise. It's like 2 things, like a guy regaining his lost emotions and a guy who's beholden to a coin flip to kill people.
And it's perfect. He's just so great. Like I think as the deeper we get, I feel like the characters are sort of what are standing out to me as the best part about this series. Like everyone feels very distinct. They get good motivations. Travis is about to push back on me. That's
hot take.
Oh yeah, come back. Push back on me.
Kaelen is the worst character.
Oh yeah, I agree. No, I mean I don't agree, but I agree in like a ESPN 8 a.m. debate show kind of way.
Yeah. My Stuart Scott brain.
I think it's a main character thing. It's like he's the most neutral. He's like this blank slate. And he just doesn't have as much personality as some of the other characters. He's like very brave and, whatever, and a little angry, but
I'm a little sick of him talking to his dragon.
Yeah, I get it. I think at this point we understand that that's his best bud and that it's very bad if your best bud dies. We get it.
Really established that.
Yeah. And now at this point, if Valeris doesn't die, it's like, well, what was the point of all that? And so then I'm cheering for Valeris to die, which I don't really want.
And just from a writing perspective, everything that Calen encounters now, like any emotional blip, good, bad, whatever, scared, angry, he immediately like nuzzles Valeris' snout and says like, my soul, my bond to yours, Dralid Nadal dear. And it's like, bro, you gotta chill. You're getting a low OCD with this.
Yeah, it's like that. And then if anything even vaguely goes bad, it's like Valeris is like a dog who barks at the mailman. Yeah. It's like, okay, Valeris, you don't have to fucking threaten to rip someone's head off every time someone breathes near Kaelen.
I think
they're wrathful creatures.
I think this is a product of teen drinking.
Yeah, too much mead, you think?
Did you see the quote where he said, I drank myself in a stupor for 2 years after Haim died? It's like, brother, you were 16.
The meat is hitting. I don't know what to tell you.
Anyway, so yeah, when you get drunk for 2 years in your teens, then God knows what's going to happen to you.
Jesus. Okay.
Anyway, we're Farda.
Who are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about Farda.
Oh, we suck at this.
Okay, he's back. We love him. That's the important part.
And he's back with his dragon-bound buddies.
Yeah, that is so fascinating, seeing him just like coming to the camp. Like, hey, long time no see.
Eltoir, what up, my man?
My buddy, Eltoir. Yeah.
It's been 800 years. Like,
God. And it's weird seeing other people Like, I don't know if they're friends, but there's something close to friends. It's hard to imagine anyone being friends with Farda, and it's fascinating seeing him with his classmates.
Yeah, and they're so warm to each other. They're very
Yeah.
It is a cool friendship to see, even though
I
they're
think
obviously on the wrong side of this story right now. But
well, yeah. I mean,
kinda.
pin in it. We'll get to it later, but yeah, the whole we talked about this. Like, what is the relationship between the Empire and the Dragon Guard?
Yeah.
And we have gotten some answers, I think, and we'll be monitoring that closely.
Mixed would be my answer to that question.
Mixed, yeah,
Very mixed.
Not a cohesive unit necessarily.
Yeah, and so we're hanging out in the war camp where, you know, all the big armies of the Lorien Empire are kind of coming together. There's this horde that has been killing people across the country, an unknown entity, but it's shrouded in a deep, like 5 mile long fog bank. So they're all figuring out what to do with it.
Yeah,
it's elves.
It's like the outer sunset.
Yeah, it's
the San Francisco joke for yeah, Carl the Fog. Okay, I completely forgot to Google the Elven badass warrior queen's name. Is she new to us? Did you look it up?
She, to my knowledge, was new. This Elven like tribe was not new to us. But Princess Vandrian is the Elven queen.
She was a badass. Jesus.
Yo, I like her.
To die or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she offers the duel.
Well.
That offer looks better in retrospect.
It's you said it yourself. Give your enemy an escape route.
Sun Tzu said that. I can't take credit for Sun. I'm not sure if that book's public domain now.
You tried to.
400 BC.
But yeah, clearly hard to find an elf if you've never fought an elf.
Tell me you've never fought an elf without telling me you've never fought an elf.
Magnus, it's not a heel turn because he didn't necessarily change as a character. I went from loving Magnus to fucking hating Magnus in this segment.
Is he the guy who said what I just said?
Yes. He's the big, really, really big general who calls the woman the Uruk splitter.
Uruk splitter. No, I know Magnus.
Yeah.
I guess, he was supposed to be the lovable, hard drinking, rough around the edges Viking man.
But man, he gets annoying in this section. I hate
that line, tell me you've never fought an elf. That was the closest to like, that was millennial cringe. I dare say it was. That's like they're behind me, aren't they? But I feel like we like that Cahill has some humor in here. Yep. And, for every good, you have to put up with the millennial cringe joke to get the good jokes.
And yes,
no one bats 1,000.
If we were just going chain of dogs here, it would just be depressing. So thank you for lightening the mood.
Yeah.
Because we get a pretty fierce and pitched battle. I was really surprised in this scene. I don't know how it hit for you, but the Lorien battle mages were doing an unbelievable job killing elves. The Fisher technique and Dragon's Maw.
The Fisher was fantastic. Yeah.
Reverse lightning field or something.
Yeah. This was a scene that I was frankly not looking forward to. I thought it was going to be another version of the Carathlon fights. It was all right. We just got to watch some teeth get snapped and fucking whatever happens in these fights. This was great. Like this went in a direction I completely didn't expect. And I'd been intrigued about the elves because there'd been a lot of like refugees flooding into the city. Like we'd heard about elves killing people. So what's up with that? That feels kind of weird.
And the prologue.
Is that true? Yeah. So we get to see them and obviously 6 dragons. 6 more than I expected to see on the other side.
I didn't expect that at all. They've been
a dragon deluge in this
dragons.
We've got 6 elven dragons, and we've got a bunch of blind, fucked up dragons. How many of the elven ones did they kill? 2 or 3?
They killed 2.
Yeah.
I thought 3, but then later they said 2.
I thought both of the like non-Helios dragons had died.
Yeah, I got confused that I thought the Linalian died instead of Pelennor. Also, man, we just met Pelennor and he was really cool. I was actually kind of bummed.
I I mean, yes, when I do meet a new character and I'm like, I'm going to have to learn their name and their deal, I do get filled with a little bit of fear. Um, that said, I kind of was looking forward to like getting to know all of the Dragon Riders.
Right.
And now we lost one of the sane ones. So
Out of nowhere. Man, nobody was expecting that. Nobody knew these elves had this shit up their sleeve. Really bad research by Fane Morton.
how involved is he in the day-to-day?
I'm just saying,
What is he doing?
It's been hundreds of years and you have no intel on the elves.
Didn't come up. Actually, I would love to see his like his Mark Wahlberg 9 to 5. And then his 5 to 9, you know?
4 a.m. pray to the
4 a.m. pray, 4:02, Saratoga bottled water, 4:03, calls with my ops, tell them I hate them.
4:05, play 9 holes of golf. 4:10, work out.
Wake up my lazy wife and ask her to cook. Okay. Shout out Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. But yeah, we get an eye for an eye. 2 elven dragons are down, but at the cost of Pelennor. And Helios goes nuts. Eltuar goes nuts.
Helios is a big deal.
Helios is a big boy.
Size matters, man.
Really
I
does.
really kind of think he could have killed the remaining dragons and would have if they hadn't flown away.
Yeah, but it's weird.
I don't know.
They don't want to kill the dragons. They really don't.
No, that's sort of what we were talking about with like the whole fissure between the Dragon Guard and the Empire. They like want to look out for their own. They don't want to see the end of like the era of dragons. So the idea that a new one hatched, even though he's in opposition to the Empire, that might be more important to them than supporting the Empire, which, you know.
And it seems like we're heading that way. Like they want Kaelen to go light the dragon cave torch, you know, and talk to all the homies.
Can I offer a world building note here?
Yes.
I think 400 years was too long. I think when I'm thinking about like Aeson saying like, I wanted to blow my head off every day. I was like, 400 years? Surely there's a day where you do it. And then Eltuar is like, I've been feeling bad about this for the past 400 years. I can't live with myself if I do something bad for like a month.
Yeah. There's also, to my earlier point, just a general lack of information among all these parties. Like, they don't know how many Jotnar giants there are. Like, clearly nobody knew where this entire 50,000 elven army was.
With 6 dragons. Yeah, it's fucking highly trained, very advanced society.
It feels like everyone was just resting on their laurels for 400 years, you know?
Yeah, we were just mostly taking people's firstborns and hanging out.
Yeah, I think you might be right. It doesn't quite add up the further we get through this.
It's not like the time gap's cool, but I think it could have been 100 years.
Yeah.
Same effect. Oh, well.
Truly.
Honestly, hasn't affected my enjoyment at all. But when I just think about Aeson suffering for 400 years, my goodness, that's a long time.
It's like especially when you got 2 swords on you, you know.
400 years ago was William Shakespeare. Think about that.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
Cray. But yeah.
Farda.
Farda. Yeah. And then aftermath.
It's hard to, this is the hard part about talking. Before we could go character by character because everyone's fucking isolated.
I know, but now we're all together.
Okay. So should we just talk about his soon-to-be girlfriend?
Ella.
Coming back?
Hey.
I have a proposition.
Okay.
We talk about Ella first, then we come back to her eventual rescue.
I think we do Ella and Rist back to back. And then the scene where they all converge.
I'll start my draft. Ella, don't like the visual of her having fangs and claws. It scares me.
It scares me too.
Yeah. And it scares her, I suppose.
Oh yeah, that's real freaky, man. And her friends that she's fighting with are also freaked out. They're like, hey, please control this.
I have a question. Why wasn't this in Druids, A Magic Lost?
Right? Probably because everyone went crazy and couldn't figure out how to write again afterwards.
Well, no, it was written by a guy who was not a druid. He could have been like, yes, and then he turned into a giant bear and had teeth and claws.
I don't know. Why
he's talking about them. I feel like he left out some information.
Yeah, well, Verithan didn't say that the god was going to talk to you, you know? These guys leave some stuff out.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Yeah, Verithan. Good God. They should have a handbook.
They were supposed to. It had nothing
Oh.
important in it.
Okay. Well, anywho, Ella, um, were you interested in the whole raiding party Tanner stuff?
Well, I thought it was really funny that Cahill shut down your Tanner boyfriend theory by having an entire section of
I
how
haven't
much he
given up
loves
on it. I
his
don't care.
pop
I'm
life.
dug in. I won't change my mind. I don't care about all those stillborn children that they had. He thinks Ella's hot, or at least did before she turned into an animal.
And then his wife decided to come to his getaway trip with his new fling.
That was actually a very sweet moment between
It
Tanner and
was.
his wife.
Yeah.
Talking about just, they were never able to have kids.
This group is very wholesome. I mean, they are murdering people in the night by burning them alive in their tents. But
yeah,
outside of that, the Farwin, Corin, Tanner group is
yeah.
I like them. Cool.
What is his wife's name? I know they're not married, but whatever.
You're really gonna make me. You're gonna make me scroll all the way down.
Anyway, you don't need to do that because the point I was going to make, I think enough Wheel of Time for me to make this point. Yeah. I feel like she is what Nynaeve should have been in the early books.
Oh, interesting.
She's like a hothead, but she's caring and has a good heart, and you love her in spite of it, as opposed to abusive. Whatever.
I think what I'm curious about is, are any characters from this point on in the books, are any characters without special powers going to be very relevant to us?
Looking at you, Dan.
That's number one on my list. But also, like, these side characters, I feel like as the plot gets more complicated, they're going to take a back seat to everyone who's doing freaky alien shit.
Yeah. I mean, look no further than we haven't thought about Dicka Dicka in 300 pages, and no. I have no clue how Dallin is going to reintegrate in a meaningful way. I just don't know how important his services are at this point.
Yeah,
that's a tough one.
That's toughy.
We'll see. Do you think anything's going to come of Dan's whittling? It's like, surprise, you whittled a good enough head, and now you are an elf.
It would be really funny if he become he can create like phantoms of the things he whittles or something.
Like no one tells him that it's insanely badass if he completes it. He's just going to accidentally do it, and it gives him power of a god.
I feel like the Baldwin is like all about it. He's like, keep going, young man.
All right, I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna lodge that as a fringe theory.
Good fringe theory.
You think that's more fringe than the chunky wyvern?
No, actually, I think that's more mainstream.
Okay.
Okay, question. What the fuck were they putting in the milk at the farm in the Glade? That one son is a dragon-bound killing machine, and the daughter is a wolf lady.
I had more questions about this before I heard the Ballad of the Chainbreaker, and now, I don't know, dude. It's like Shaquille O'Neal's kids are going to be big, Yeah. So, they got a badass dad. They got great genes. Yeah, they're probably great killers. They're the children of the best killer in the land.
BBB. Thank you, LeVar Ball.
Free to God. So that sort of accounts for Ella's stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But basically, what's actually happening with Ella is they're picking off scouts and stragglers from the Lorien army. They're biding their time.
Yeah. Rist's Lorien army.
Yes.
That company.
Exactly. And she's slowly going a little bit more wolf mode every time. Just a little bit more killing.
Which is uncomfy, and
yes,
she finds a bit frightening.
Especially when they make their main attack on the camp, and she keeps burninating the tents.
Yeah, she does have like a little flash of conscience. She's like, am I just killing innocent people? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I bet we'll revisit that.
I think so.
But, I mean, it's good to see. I'm glad Kyle's nodding at that because, like, a lot of people serve in the army for a lot of reasons, and burninating all of them is not the best. It's good the characters are thinking about it.
And then we get the big showdown. So Farwin starts fighting. I couldn't tell if it was Eltuar or another one of the like Rakina or Dragonbounds, but
Yeah, I think it
they
was
know
one
each other.
Rikina, and then
Yeah.
Eltuar was the white-haired person.
Okay. Yep.
I I searched on Kindle for the word white and
Nice.
scrolled through all
400.
300 something until it's Eltuar. He has white hair, and he's an elf, and this person was an elf. So yeah, so that's who takes him down.
Yeah.
But in the process, new power unlocked, level up. My goodness,
Holy
owl
crap.
power.
Yeah. She
Could
sees
have found a better animal.
the spectral plane.
Should I say that this reminds me of something from Wheel of Time, or you just want to keep going?
You've already said it now, so we
All
can
right,
just
keep going. Never mind. Well, what about the wolf thing reminding me of Wheel of Time?
That's fair because it also reminded me of Wheel of Time.
Yeah, shut up, Perrin.
Yeah.
But
And I
yeah,
even knew
so
that
I
one.
guess she can she sort of leaves her body and can sense the life essence of every living critter around her.
Yeah. And I love that she pokes the biggest one. And it's like Helios. He's like, oh, get the fuck out of here.
And no, thank you. Goodbye. Okay, how about an owl? I'm excited for
owl is sick.
I'm excited for the inevitable training sequence. She's like, "What's it like to be an ant? I'm gonna be a bug.
Just getting
Oh my
squished.
god, I'm gonna carry a rock." Yeah, that's fun. I'm excited to see where this goes. The druid stuff is different than I thought it would be, and pretty fucking helpful.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also Eltuar lets Farwin go.
Yep. I mean, old classmates. That's the
It's
thing.
homie.
They look out for their own.
Should we do Rist's backstory before we get to the triple convergence?
Yeah, I am a bit struggling to remember if there's anything Rist before he finds out that he's going to have to go serve in the army. Because that's how he...
Not much. It's his rationalization of why he activated the dark essence.
Oh, shit. Wow, last time we didn't see him do that.
Right. This was...
Oh, my goodness. I thought
this was basically
last
like
episode.
Post-decision. And I don't like his argument at all.
I'm taking my talents to F. Yaltier.
He's like, guns don't kill people. People kill people.
People kill people. And listen, if I have a gun, that's not so bad.
Like, once I get the biggest gun, I'm going to save the world.
Yeah.
But from what?
Yeah. Rist doesn't know about the Cold War.
No.
Yeah. Okay. That was interesting. I honestly yeah, we can poke fun of it because of American gun culture, but
right.
I don't think it's a crazy conclusion for him to come to.
Yeah. I just think I wasn't fully bought into his transition to like, this is the only community that I'm accepted in, and I feel like I fully belong here.
I completely agree.
Yeah, it felt a little too quick because he went from doubtful, always a little intellectual, and now he's like fully drank the Kool-Aid overnight.
Yeah. It is like, I think more than many, many other authors, Cahill understands when there might be gaps in the logic of his books. And it feels like as soon as I have a question, he does answer it, whether it's a good or bad answer. But like, I was having these thoughts about Rist, and then sure enough, Rist is like, why am I fighting for these fucking people that all my village hates? Well, they're family. They took me in. I'm learning magic. All right, let's do it, baby. And he's in. And I didn't it's good that he knows we're going to be asking those questions. Right. Like, he understands his characters and his readers really well. But it just didn't quite land for me. And maybe it's not supposed to, because like, he's probably not going to end up being for the Empire forever. Like, maybe it's supposed to be tenuous.
I almost wondered if there was supposed to be a parallel line between him and Fritz, like joining the Empire. And but then I didn't feel like it was super fleshed out. So
there's you could probably draw the same line with Calen, right? Like, both of them have to some extent been drafted into these causes that they didn't really enlist themselves in.
It's maybe it's three responses to getting drafted into a bigger cause. There's Kaelen being, I'm not your puppet, bitch, and Rist being like, I'm gonna play it like a little close to the chest, but I like these people. And then Fritz being like, I'm gonna murder anyone so I can get attention.
I'm pretty scared, and I'll do literally whatever you tell me. I'll cut people. Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay.
he survives the dragon battle barely. His girlfriend survives, but with a big old gash.
Yep. Did she get her boob cut off, man?
It seemed like it got sliced.
It said he. I don't know why I was so fixated on that. It just said he looked
Yeah, why
down
would
and
he?
part of her chest was flatter. It's like, ugh, brutal.
Oof. Ouch.
Nera, I'm sorry. Yeah. Also, didn't Farda save her?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was. They referred to him by his last name, so it confused me for a sec. But
Yeah, I was like completely not aware of Farda's last name until
yeah.
this sequence.
But he's feeling some emotions. So maybe that brings us all together. We're all in camp now. Ella, Farda, and Rist. Set the stage. What happens?
They are attempting to imprison her, but I guess when she's dog mode, she's very strong and she keeps biting and or killing people. Fainir, they had to forge new chains because the warhorse-sized wolf keeps breaking them and, again, killing people. But they are keeping her alive because she's a druid. Word eventually gets to Farda. I can't remember exactly what the set of circumstances is, but he's in the tent. He's like, "Oh my fucking god, that's Ella! What is going on?" Tries to play it cool.
Confusing turn for him.
Yeah, and then I think not so good for him hiding his plan. She looks at him and says, "Farda, you know this dog lady?"
Like, no,
never heard of her.
Never seen
heard of her. Don't have no questions. I'm going to bed. So yeah, he starts hatching his plan. Rist gets word too. So, and not a great plan to break her out, and they end up, killing a lot of people.
Yeah, as it goes, you know.
I don't know how else they were going to do it. It was funny that like Rist stole the keys to the cage, and Farda was like, honestly, I thought that was too simple. Would have done that. Yeah.
Do you think they're going to be a little buddy comedy duo going forward?
Farda and Rist?
Yeah.
I would love that. I also was annoyed by, I know he had to get her out, but like, I feel like they could have sorted all this out in 20 seconds between Ella and Rist.
Yeah.
Truly, he could have been like, Kaelen, what? Drawlade? Hold on. And then everything would have been solved. But man, I guess that's going to make... Man, I can't wait to check in with Rist after this.
I know. I'm actually... This sets up... It was a great stopping point because the last quarter of this book is very exciting to think about now. The implications. Yeah. Oh, my God.
The implications.
I heard.
They wouldn't say no. Okay.
I think
that's basically... That's basically it. Do you... Any theories about where he's taking her? Farda pointedly says, I'm not telling you, Rist, where I'm taking her. But...
My only thought is they've talked about some of the hidden enclaves of like the Farwin, Corin group, you know, some of the Rakina who are like adjacent to Aeson. Yeah, so I'm not sure. There might be some like tentative allies there. He's not taking her to Aeson, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, how much is... we've seen a lot more of Eltuar, like kind of considering his loyalty to the Empire. Is Farda rethinking things, or is he just a lovesick puppy?
I think Farda doesn't know how to handle the emotions he hasn't felt in 400 years. And so he's just reacting. And honestly, it's probably kind of freeing.
So is him leaving the Empire to be with Ella sort of like me moving to LA for Caffey?
The most romantic thing you could do for your partner? Yeah.
She listens to this. She's going to be so mad at me.
Oh.
It's an act of... Listen, I live to surf.
Yeah, you surf every day.
Yeah. No, I not as much as I should. I want to be nicer. Okay. Yeah, I think that wraps it up. And not much more to say about Rist other than he almost got his throat ripped out by Ella. And yeah, cool. Do you want to touch on Eltuar before we leave, or do you think we've kind of hit?
No, we've hit Eltuar.
Yeah.
I was wondering if we go... quickly to Dallin for 1 minute before we do Kaelen?
I don't
'Cause
even.
feel like
I
Kaelen is the
literally
best.
do not remember checking in with him.
All right. Also, don't really love the Dallin character arc at this point, but he's convinced he should rejoin Papa, so he's going to go run
I
back
thought
to
this was from
Aeson.
last episode. I do remember this.
Yeah. And there's some good Dallin, like Belina bits here, but she wants to go reunite with Dane and Valtara.
Yep.
Oleg wants them to escort refugees.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, they're now on a side quest.
So now they're side questing, and we won't see them for the
trailing
rest of the book. 100%.
Really?
I don't think so.
I could see like a one chapter check-in. It's like, well, we've arrived.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But the two questions I had here. Well, also his dwarf lover comes on the journey, which is really exciting for him.
Their dwarf lover.
I'm sorry, their little menage a
I'm
trois.
sniffing a little three-way. Ryan, write it. Don't chicken out.
No, the only romance he can write is between a man and his dragon.
And a man and his sister, little monkey.
Little monkey.
Cut the tension with a knife.
I had two open questions from this. One was, how come they can just send a hawk now? Why didn't they send that at any point during the Dicka Dicka arc?
Don't ask that. Stop.
And the
We're not
second
going down that road.
Is the Lorien Empire just not outside the tunnels waiting for them? And why didn't they just leave before? If not.
That's what I think. There was like either last episode or the one prior, I was complaining about how I don't understand where Belduar, like I just didn't have a good visual of the Dwarven Freehold v. Belduar or whatever. It's like, can't they just fucking not be in the mountain?
Yeah.
Like go home. Yeah. What's going on at Belduar right now?
I don't know.
Is it possessed by the Empire, or did they just burn it out and leave?
I assume they burnt it and left because there's pressing matters to attend to.
It's got to be some weird shit with the tunnels and the windrunners and all that stuff. And
I mean, they're all collapsed. But
yeah, there's no chance Cahill doesn't answer this question in the text.
Yeah,
that's not his style. But
anyway, those are my open questions.
Okay, moving on.
Kaelen.
Do we have to?
No.
Okay. This is an exercise in poor information gathering.
You mean the Inquisition infiltration?
Yes.
I don't know, because what were the odds that there was a same aged boy from the Glade being held in the exact place that they needed to go to? Who wasn't?
I just felt like they were really locked in on the idea that he was in prison, and they should have spent like weeks there hanging out, trying to figure stuff out.
I agree.
Like, where is he? We know that he's magical. Perhaps they're training him.
What was the plan? I don't know. They gave up so fast.
I know they've kind of killed some people and needed to bail. I get that. But lie low.
You have a dragon.
I don't know. It was just such a weird series of events after this like epic, horrible journey through the burned lands. And for one reason. And then they weren't that persistent.
There's also just like, I don't understand the physical recovery that they managed to do in one day between Burnt Lands 1 and Burnt Lands 2. Like, Varel was like on his deathbed and then they just beat it on back through the desert.
And like the psychological aspect of it. Like, I don't think anyone would be ready to go back in and have to fucking tie themselves to a cot.
I guess they threw in like one new healer and a couple knights. And that was just somehow enough.
I mean, but they didn't know until they got in there that the knights were going to shield them from the madness.
Right.
That was a happy accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay. All that said,
Inquisition itself, super fun.
That whole recovery mission was wonderful. And just like running into Rist's parents and Fritz was great. Really fun.
I love a good heist.
Love a heist.
Rindle, good villain.
That guy sucks.
He sucked.
He sucks. Did you know that his little acolyte was Fritz?
Yeah. Because when they originally kidnapped that elf from Beldoir.
Oh, you're
it's with Fritz.
Completely right. But it had been so long, I totally forgot it was Fritz. So when they're like, Fritz? Whoa!
It's Galeron is the elf, and he's been getting tortured since Beldoir Day 1.
That's crazy. Toughest elf in the land. I wonder if there's a magical reason why he didn't break, or if he's actually just a badass motherfucker.
I think he's just a cool guy. But
with one hand.
Man, Kaelen does not hesitate.
No. Can we go to Hypocrite Corner for a second?
Yeah.
I think Kaelen should be nicer to Aeson, because Kaelen just made a bunch of people march through the burned lands so he could find his friend and then kill this one guy. I feel like Aeson's doing the same thing on a way larger scale, having suffered way more. And Kaelen's like, I lost my dad.
Yeah.
Kaelen, shut the fuck up.
But Kaelen apologized
Be the draw late
over and over again for what he was making them do.
Okay, well,
all he wanted was Aeson
Kaelen,
to
worst
apologize.
character in the book.
All Kaelen wanted was for Aeson to apologize, and they made up later on.
They did. They're making progress. They are. I think the blow up was good for them ultimately. But
I agree.
Okay. And also, I feel like we were all wondering why Rist's parents were writing such nice chipper letters to him.
Called down.
Yeah, forgery theory confirmed.
Yes.
Check one for us. This is great.
And on the exit, once they do the rescue mission, I thought that they were going to show down with Fane for a second. I thought Pelennor was Fane, and I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was so like instantly powerful, weaving through everyone, and like clearly stronger than their whole party put together.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
Yeah.
Here's my question. Why were they holding and torturing Rist's parents?
You know, it seems
because they didn't take everyone from the Glade. They kind of just killed their people and left.
I think insurance.
That was my only thought. Was like, well, we can't have this guy's parents like trying to get him to come home and work on the farm.
Well, I was thinking more as a last resort. Like if Rist doesn't do the trial of faith, they're like, we're going to kill your parents if you don't.
Oh, because they're like, we don't want to burn the spark out of the best mage we found in a hot minute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very.
That was what
That's a great. To me. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Or they frame Kaelen later on, like Kaelen's the one who tortured your parents.
That's more of a reach.
It's more of a reach, but it's a possibility.
But it would have an effect.
It would certainly have an effect.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And Fritz, great to have him back in the story. Unfortunately, he makes it 2 more chapters.
Thank you, Eric, for your
rest in peace, King.
Eric's one scene in the entire book.
It's so funny that Theramon is like, we can't do this. No. Eric's like, well, Theramon isn't here. So fucking goodbye, Fritz.
Oh, neither.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he was trying to shoot an arrow.
I was gonna say that's dude. There's nothing Fritz loves more than shooting people with arrows when they're not looking.
What a bitch!
It's his whole shtick.
I'm so happy they offed him. I couldn't handle a whole redemption arc.
Do you think if we gave Cahill like 8 pints of Murphy's Stout, he would be like, I did not know what to do with Fritz. I just killed him off.
I would like, now that we're further in, I'd like to re-ask some of the questions we did about, like, man, you were filling plot holes in this book. Like, you bit off more than you could chew in book 1.
Yeah. Man, I had notes on other stuff that felt like an author realizing, this isn't going anywhere, and we got way more shit going on. We just got to wrap it up. But that's sort of what Fritz felt like to me. Like, I don't have a place in this series for this character. Goodbye, sir. Thank you for your services.
So far, that's also what the friends that they meet from the bar fight with Eric, the axe throwing guy, I forget his name, Alaron, maybe?
Alaron from Jafane.
Yeah. He's just chilling in Jafane, doing a little revolution himself. But
yeah, like if we never touched base with them in their like civil war that's apparently going on, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think the story would suffer for it.
Yeah, but they'll definitely run into each other in a battle in like 2 books.
I really liked him, so I'm just hoping he comes back. And he had a fun dynamic with his evil dad.
Me too. I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, then thankfully, thank God, we get, because I hate out and backs. I can't do an out and back hike. It's like my nightmare.
I don't think I've told the listeners That's the only reason I finished Fourth Wing. I was supposed to go on this backpacking trip with my wife and some of our friends. And unfortunately, this was when I was working in Big Law. And what was I doing? Trying to take 4 days off. No,
Never
thank
gonna
you.
happen.
No. Realized I couldn't. Had a panic attack. So I made it one day, and then I was like, I have to hike back to the car in the morning. I'm fucking sorry. It was 12 miles. So I hiked in 12 miles through a forest, finally got to the pretty stuff, and immediately turned around. And the only thing that got me through it was the Fourth Wing audiobook, which I just huffed on my solo 12-mile hike back to the car.
God, I'm glad those dark days are over.
Man, I really am a lot happier.
It's really good.
Yeah. Not going back, folks. What were we talking about?
Well, we made it through the desert.
Yeah. Should we talk about he's back with his big bro?
Yay.
I'm glad they don't beef for too long.
I know, it would have been petulant.
That's a classic thing Cahill's good about.
Yeah.
Knowing when people would actually just bury the hatchet.
Yeah, no, he's very in touch with like what real friendships should feel like, to be honest. It's like you just get that big old bear hug and you cry it out a little bit. And
yeah, that was so cute.
It was really cute.
And great move by Haim to know like this boy needs a hug.
What's funny is that he acts like he has the wisdom of a like 400-year-old man now that he's a knight. He's like,
I've been living with 400-year-old men. They've told me a lot.
He's like 23, you know.
I've been talking to my boss, who's crazy. Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, they make it back, and it's similarly a very sweet scene with Dan and Theron and like reunited.
So nice.
It made me really
Dan
happy.
seeing Valeris fly in and be like, oh my God, he's a big boy now.
Very big boy.
Yeah.
Also, shout out, we said donkeyballs a few times, but shout out to Cahill for immediately after like the most bloody fight scene in the whole book, having Dan say donkeyballs to open the chapter.
I ended up, I don't know, I was like driving a lot recently, and so I did audiobook a decent chunk of this. Ended up having to reread all of it because I can't pay attention. But that hard cut to donkeyballs in the audiobook is fantastic.
Oh,
it really caught me by surprise. Like, I'm in a Calen chapter, and then all of a sudden it's donkeyballs. Like, oh, new section. All right.
that was a great move. But yeah, the reunited scene. Oh, I'm so happy.
Tell me you've never donkeyed a ball without donkeying a ball.
This man's clearly never balled a donkey.
Have you ever been sucked off through a hole? Wait, so I've really been on a Philomena Kunk thing recently.
Oh God, she's the best.
She's so fucking funny, man. Really just blows me away. Okay. What have we not talked about? Oh shit, we got the whole fucking Elven thing.
Yeah, but it's not that long. I mean, we're back to Aravel, the big Elven city, with stupid internal politics. And why do we have multiple rulers? I'm still on this.
Yeah, you hate the bureaucracy.
I'm so mad at it. It's a.
Do you hate it because it's confusing from like as a reader?
I hate it because you know that you're not going to invest in any of the rulers. Like their personalities.
It's like the Dwarven Queens all over again.
Yeah.
It's like we've got 5 interchangeable Dwarven Queens.
But it feels like in this case, it's going to be the same scenario where there's a couple petty ones and then one will become a main character. It's like just have a good or bad ruler.
Just give us that. Yeah, like that compared to, what was Dalin's dad's name? I want to say Arthur.
Aeson?
Dalin,
son of Aeson?
Damon. The D names finally bit me in the ass.
Damon, son of
Damon,
Arthur.
The handsome man that everyone
Arthur.
loved. Yeah, no, you're completely right about Dalin's dad, but that's not what I was trying to ask you. That was easier. Arthur Bryan or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Great, I can invest in that guy. I think it's because he's so handsome, though. Okay. Yeah, the elves, city's kind of, you know what was actually really cool? Them passing through the glamour and having like a quick freak out. Like, where the fuck did Aeson go?
And Dan just laughing at them.
And also, Cahill closed a plot hole we were joking about. You cannot sniff through the glamour. It really, yeah, it really dampens all the senses in there. Because I was wondering about the sniffy dragons, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But
This
no,
guy's thought of everything.
he really has. The Elven City seems beautiful. It's very. I'd like to reread actually the description of it because it's full of valleys and cool shit. I don't know.
Billy's trying to open the door.
Billy,
can you hear that? He's howling and trying to open the door.
Poor Billy. He misses
Billy.
us.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't hear a word you said because I was thinking about Billy.
That's fine. None of it was important. What's important is that Kaelen gets vision quested by the Elven Queen.
Yeah, we get a whole history of the Elven Queen's life of tragedy and the death of her
family.
Son.
Yeah.
A lot of dead family. So what? Man, I mean, I could ask you to theorize on why this happened, but like it's going to be fucking wild guessing. So,
I mean, Kaelen definitely has some sort of weird druidic power.
Having visions. Like, yeah. At first, when it happened, I was wondering if it was like a Galadriel, you must see this type of thing.
No, this is pure Kaelen going on.
Yeah, and then he outs himself later. It's like, that's her kid's dragon, right?
How do you know that?
I just had that look. I don't know. Her
just
kid died
sense.
200 years ago. Okay. But then they go through a strange archway, him and Aeson, and they meet a bunch of mentally ill people.
Yes.
What do you think of these guys?
The X-Men Council.
Yeah, complete with wheelchair lady. What's that? Dude, I'm not a superhero guy. What is that character name?
Professor X.
Professor? Oh, not Dr. X. Who's Magneto?
Was Professor X's best friend.
Were they both Patrick Stewart?
No.
It wasn't like a nutty professor situation?
They're two separate good old actors who look the same.
That's like how they got two guys to be in Sinners?
No.
Okay. So these guys are around, and we get a funny rundown of like, here are all the thousands of ways you can be fucked up if your dragon dies.
Yeah, and Cahill embarrassed me a little bit here because I realized we had never asked what Aeson's disability was. I don't know. It felt like something that we should have. Like Farda's is really clear.
I didn't ask because it was like, oh, he says he wants to kill himself every day. That's the one.
But it's not.
Like I didn't think it was like a quirk for My Hero Academia or whatever.
Yeah,
but everyone gets a special impediment.
But when Kaelen finally asked, I was like, God damn it! Like, why didn't we ask that question on our lowbrow podcast?
Shout out to a user on Reddit for recommending us on Sun Eater. That's so nice. Did it hurt when you said it wasn't highbrow?
No,
but then I was thinking about it. And I was like, I know that we're not highbrow, but it doesn't mean we're dumb. We're dumb.
We're not dumb. We read good.
We read good, as evidenced by this discussion.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is it's like, I can make fun of my family. You can't. It's sort of like, if someone asked me, is your show highbrow? I'd be like, absolutely not. But when someone else says it, I'm like, man.
We say some big words good sometimes. It's pretty nice.
We'd be making points. And speaking of making points, you did notice the whole Aeson having a tenuous connection to the spark. I feel like that really popped up a few times here in this section. Now we get the answer.
Again, Cahill very good at creating a little whodunit within the book. It makes you feel curious, but not dumb. I don't know. Is
it getting worse? It's been 400 years, so you can still use the spark. Whatever. Yeah. It goes in and out.
I'm trying to think. The other things we learn, there are also Rekina dragons, which we
talked about that. Like we just hadn't seen what happens when the rider dies and the dragon's fine.
We learned there are a lot more unhatched eggs. Good to confirm, including many in Valencia, which is a scary place.
Yeah, it is funny when there were a couple times when this happened. They're like, "Yes, you got the dragon from Valencia. What is its name?" Ice. Oh, good. Yes, makes sense.
Good,
from the place of ice. Yeah. There should be one person that's like, fucking really? They named the ice dragon Ice. Okay. How about we
Yeah,
try again?
seem a little like embarrassed sometimes when he's like, yeah, his name's Ice.
This is my black cat, Black. Okay. Where are we going with this? You know what I was wondering? Valeris is a boy.
Are there lady dragons?
Is he gonna bang one of these dragons, a la manga?
No.
Yeah. Yo, you just said no. He's not gonna.
He's
Why
gonna
can't we
bang.
get a Valeris egg?
You know who he's gonna bang?
Ella.
Alina's wyvern.
Oh my god, we can get a driver.
Yeah, driver.
A wagon.
Wagon.
Oh my god, it's a wagon.
I'm team wagon. All
Wagon
day.
riders unite. There we go. Man, maybe we do a poll, driver versus wagon. If anyone votes for driver and you banned.
Yeah, you're not allowed to listen anymore. Unbelievable. Yeah. Wagon is so good.
Here come the wagons.
I want to write a book just so we can pull this off. Like
prologue. Dragon fucks wyvern. Chapter 1. I was atop my wagon.
The wagon descended gracefully.
I widow was on my wagon.
I just want to
my wagon. My wagon was hitting the Gwitty when Farda showed up. The Lorien Empire. Okay.
Oh, we lost.
All right.
I think we've. I don't know.
Hour 20 in. Call it Pal World.
Yeah, they're basically just ending with a training arc with Kaelen.
Yeah, so he's in school now. And also a lot of these Rukina said fuck off.
Yeah, but 10
too sad to fight.
10 will train the squad.
Yeah. I mean I've joked about them not being helpful. They are helpful in this limited sense of they know how to be dragon riders, so they can help Kaelen. So
anyway. Yeah, we got 25% left. It's gonna be really fun.
I'm psyched.
I'm curious if we get a training arc or if the piece is like immediately broken.
People are going to find their way into them. I could use a little reprieve from fighting.
That's what I was thinking. It's like now that we've all crossed paths again, it would be a shame to break everybody up somehow. I don't think I would enjoy that. So yeah, I'm actually ready for a little bit of training and like how do you become a real dragonbound? Also, this was the point where I actually realized what the series title was supposed to mean. The Bound and the Broken.
Oh, I feel like we talked about that on the show.
Because they say it. They say the, synonymous, whatever that word's supposed to be. And I was like, fuck. Should have thought about that one a little closer.
My mind was absolutely blown in book 3, page 9 million. You know what I would like for the end of this book?
What?
I want a little more for Dane to do.
Yeah, we could do
Dane and Alina I want that to go somewhere.
Yeah, it feels like pacing wise, it would be a good point for the Dane storyline to come back, and maybe to your point, the Dallin Belina storyline.
Yeah, I'm less hopeful that they're going to have something to do because they got a nice little bow on their arc. But yeah, I want Dane to be more connected to everything that's going on. But we'll see. I'm sure we'll get something.
And I bet we get one more good Fane chapter in there.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if that's going to be the thing. It's like we end with some weird cosmic Fane shit every book.
I want to see his reaction to the fact that Kaelen came to his city, killed an inquisitor, stole the guy's parent. Like,
there's got to be like a
heads will roll
scene where he lines up everybody. And it's like, so has anyone seen the Trolade?
Because the last guy who failed him got turned into a Fade. So, anyway,
man, it would be so fascinating if Fane sniffs out the Dragon Riders and just like snaps some necks.
Yeah.
More Fane. And my last parting thought, I don't even know who the enemy is in this series anymore. The whole Blood Moon thing, like...
It's going to be gods that we haven't met, is the answer.
Yeah, it's sort of feeling like not Fane.
Yeah, Fane is a means to an end.
Yeah, like, I wonder if it's going to be a Fane dies at the end of this book or book 4 or something, and we just like have a big reset for a larger conflict before book 5.
The real enemy is the friends that we made along the way.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway,
Was that from Art of War?
yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. Okay.
I picked
All right.
I picked our outro song, by the way.
Should I know or should it be a surprise?
Walk me, mama, like a wagon wheel.
Is that a real version?
No,
Oh, I thought you were like, oh, that was a Vine back in the day. I'm going to play it.
no. Just been thinking about wagons.
Walk me like a wagon wheel. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I like that a lot. Okay, and to send us out, can you, in 3 seconds, make up a quote by Sun Tzu?
Darkness before light, strength before truth,
Pleasure before pain.
pain.
Good night.